Hey everyone, Pete Werner here with your Diz Daily Fix for Tuesday, April 12th, 2016. And as you can tell, we are doing this a little differently today, not for any specific reason, other than that I literally just decided this morning when I woke up, I want to try doing something different with the Daily Fix today. So I'm just going to try it and have some fun with it. And I'm not alone. In the studio with me right now, our own Steve Porter.
Hello.
And of course, our producer, Craig Williams.
Hello.
So, starting off, finally, we said yesterday in the Daily Fix that we were hearing unofficially that today would be the day that Disney Cruise Line released its 2017 summer itineraries. And that in fact was correct because just before we started recording this, they released them. And some interesting things. We're going to go into a lot more detail on this at 1 p.m. Eastern, DizUnplugged.com on the Disney World edition of our show. But for those of you who just can't wait for that, some very interesting additions made in 2017. The one that's jumping out at me is the new 9-night itinerary on the Disney Wonder going out of Vancouver into Alaska. They've added a couple of stops at some glaciers that they don't normally go to. So it's going to be going to Alaska's Icy Strait Point and Hubbard Glacier, as well as Ketchikan, Juneau, Skagway, and Tracy Arm Fjord. So if you've never done the Alaska cruise, it's incredible. And this looks really, really good. The other new thing that is being added is on the 15-night transatlantic crossing from Port Canaveral to Copenhagen with a stop in Amsterdam along the way. And the itinerary is also going to include a call on Portland, England, which is another first-time port for Disney Cruise Line. And Portland is not too far from Stonehenge. So if you are a Gold or Platinum Castaway Club member, you'll be able to start booking these tomorrow. The rest of the general public will be able to start booking these on Thursday. And you've heard it before, you'll hear it again. Book early. By the prices that start out on Wednesday are going to be much different on Wednesday morning, are going to be much different Wednesday night. So if you're a Gold or Platinum Castaway Club member, you're interested in these, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. Steve, what do you have?
Well, if you thought that was exciting, Earth Day, or for their week of Earth Day, Jiminy Cricket will appear in Disney's Animal Kingdom from the April 17th to the 23rd, and he'll be available from 10:30 a.m. till 4:30 p.m.
Okay, Craig, what do you have?
Okay, so Behind the Thrills is reporting that the Maelstrom boats are heading back, but obviously not for Maelstrom. It's heading into Frozen Ever After, the brand new Frozen attraction coming to World Showcase in Epcot. And right now, the boats are looking exactly the same.
I was just going to ask that question. Are they
From
using the same
everything
boats?
we're seeing, yeah, the exact same. Some expected a little bit more details added, possibly themed a little bit differently, but no, looks like it's just more of the same old.
So probably the ride itself is going to be the ride track is going to be very similar. It's just
that's what I've
the,
heard.
Yeah, especially it's been down for such a short amount of time. Really, there's not enough time to really go
do that much
crazy
work, yeah.
and do a ton of work. So hopefully that means it's opening soon. Now the boats are coming back.
All right. Another news story, because up until Disney released the cruises, this was a very slow news day. Apparently, Family Fun magazine released their annual travel awards recently. Orlando ranked number 5 family destination. And Disney's Port Orleans French Quarter was named the 10th best overall destination in their annual ranking. Orlando was named the most kid-friendly city in the southern region. Other top kid-friendly cities, and I'm not making this up, Duluth, Missouri, and Boston. I can almost see Boston, but I don't know anything about Duluth, Missouri. Maybe it's a haven for children. I don't know. Quote, the Travel Awards issue is one of our favorites each year because the winners are chosen by actual parents, end quote. As opposed to what? Make-believe parents, fake parents, lying parents, what? But So there you have it. Steve, what's on the Diz today?
Today we have Jason Post has an article on does Disney food taste better on the Disney dining plan, which he talks about since you've already paid for it and you don't have to take into consideration the price, does the food taste better? And I think it does. I kind of agree with him.
See, for me, I've never really used the dining plan, not the way like a lot of people use it. I've had like a day where I've used the dining plan or 2 days. But I get stressed out feeling like, am I going to be able to eat enough food to justify the cost of it?
I think it just depends on the personality then, because I think some people just like to know, like, it's already paid for, it's out of the way, so.
Oh, okay. And Craig, what are you watching on the boards?
No, the big thread was the DCL Rest of 2017 mega thread that was started by Merle83 on the Disney Cruise Line forum.
I like how you have to say that with a twang.
Merle.
Is there a guitar track underneath that?
There's no way of saying Merle without getting in the country twang there. But yeah, so the big thread was everyone waiting for the announcement that they were expecting to happen today, and it just happened. So I'm guessing this thread is
blowing up.
Yeah.
Blowing up. All right, 1 p.m. Eastern, as I mentioned earlier, 1 p.m. Eastern Time live, DizUnplugged.com will be the Disney World edition of the Diz Unplugged. We're going to be talking about a lot of different news stories, especially since we've been gone for 2 weeks. We were out in California last week, and we are going to be talking about our experience out in California, but we're also going to be revealing what it is we're going to be doing with all that content that we gathered on that trip. And the reason that should matter to you is, I'll just say this. June is going to be a very big month for giveaways on our site. And if you want to know more details, you're going to have to tune in 1 p.m. Eastern Time, DizUnplugged.com. And finally, let's just talk about the weather, where let me just say that it has been absolutely gorgeous here in Orlando. I'm really surprised. I was just saying to these guys before we started recording that, it's mid-April, roughly, and we have like spring weather. Usually it starts getting hot, but it's been beautiful. Tomorrow, not so much. 50% chance of rain and thunderstorms tomorrow. High of 89, low of 68. Anaheim, where the weather is also gorgeous, will have sunny skies with a high of 73 and a low of 54. So that is going to do it for our Daily Fix for today. You can find links to these stories and more, wdwinfo.com/dailyfix. And be sure to tune in tomorrow at noon Eastern and join Jenny Lynn Knopp for the next installment of the Diz Daily Fix. Thanks for being with us, everyone. And remember, Voodoo Sticky Pig Wings, apple bacon whoopie pie. I hit my mic, sorry. Bye.